Well, good evening. Thank you for having us here tonight. It's always great to come to the Moose Lodge. I'll give you a little bit of background on me. I have my wife in the audience. We're going to be married 25 years this October. And she's a NICU nurse, so she deals with the 1-pound babies. And I'm very proud of her because she was an immigrant here from Chile. And we've gone through the whole process, the whole immigration process. And I've seen the good and the bad of immigration dealing with my wife and dealing with all of the issues that have come with that. We have 2 boys. They're both lifeguards. So you can kind of see that there's a little bit of service in the family. My sons are, one son has been a lifeguard for 3 years. Now he's a junior at Sacramento State, and one is learning to be a lifeguard right now, and he's a junior at Quartz Hill High School. I grew up in a military family. My mother and father were both in the aerospace industry. My mother worked for an aerospace company back in the 40s and 50s. My father became a pilot when he got drafted into the Army and decided, I don't want to go into the Army. I'm going to go into the Air Force. And so he went into the Air Force in 1950 and then became a test pilot and an astronaut and a world record holder. Since then, I've got a brother that became an F-15 pilot, 2 stepbrothers, F-14 pilots, F-15 pilots. You see that there was a commitment of service. When I graduated from high school, I went into the Army. I watched all this. I watched my father. I watched what was happening. And this was during the Cold War when President Reagan was trying to back down the Russians. And he did it successfully. But I got to serve in Germany over and my mission was as a track systems mechanic. But if the Eastern European countries were going to come across, they were going to come across the Fulda Gap. And it took us 48 minutes to get there, and our life expectancy was 49 minutes because we were going to be overrun 11-1. That's just kind of how it is when you're in the military. And it's kind of the commitment that you give to the country. I don't do this because I want to have a title. I don't do this because I want somebody to say, hey, Senator. I do this because we can get something done. I mean, right now at Hart High School District, they're talking about a program that my Senate office has been working on for 2 years. 3 years ago, Microsoft came to 3 legislators, and they said, we create 140,000 jobs in this country every year. They average $73,000 a year, and we can only fill 60,000 of them. Can you get us more S-1 visas? I said, first, I'm a state senator. You're talking to the wrong guy. Secondly, I wouldn't help you with that. I think we should build a pipeline to get Americans those jobs. So we brought forward the program in Microsoft called TEALS, and it works right in the high school. It works with our engineers, with our people that know how to do computer science right here in the community. You have 3 schools right now in Santa Clarita Valley and 2 in the Antelope Valley that are doing TEALS right now. And somebody's in front of a microphone going, Senator Knight's a great guy, and I love that guy. So that is what we can get done if we do it. Don't worry about all this other junk. Try and get something done. We did that this last year with aerospace. I got information in January before the governor's office got it, before anybody got it, that we're going to build a new strategic aircraft in this country. That's code word for a bomber. And I said, you know what, Governor, we need to build some legislation to make sure that we have an advantage here in California to get those. I created 2 pieces of legislation. Now California has the greatest advantage to build the next bomber over Missouri, over Florida, over Texas, over all of them. And when they decide in April to build that bomber, I can almost guarantee you they're going to come to California and create 6,000 jobs, averaging $93,000. I have a good breadth of knowledge. I was elected to the City Council, then to the Assembly, then to the Senate. I have the local knowledge. I have the state knowledge. I have a good impact of what I've done. We've gotten things done at each level. But I think the greatest thing that I can talk about is just me. Just me. I reach out to you. I give you my cell phone, 661-400-5207. I give it to everyone. Don't feel like you're special. Somebody called me the other day and said, God, it's great that I got your cell phone. I know. It is great. I give it to everyone. He said, really? We put out night vision. It goes to 49,000 emails. I'm on the radio. I'm on TV. We have a letter writing program. I want to hear from you. I want to know what's going on. And lastly, I live here. I'm part of you. This is my community. I want to make it better for my friends and family, for this community.